What's going on? My name is Anthony Johnson. I'm a real estate agent here in Miami. And in this video, we're going to talk about pricing your condo to sell in any market. Now, if you find this video or any of my videos valuable, make sure you like and subscribe. But let's go ahead and get started. Pricing your condo correctly to sell in any market is super important. A lot of sellers make the mistake of overpricing their properties in Miami. I see it happening left and right. For the most part, agents are going to take a listing because it's marketing for themselves. And you can tell when you see something crazy overpriced, and you're going to have agents giving feedback. But, you know, people, when you're a real estate agent, you get leads off of listings. So it's a sort of a, it's a winning situation. But you want to hire a real estate agent. If you're hiring a real estate agent, you want to hire a real estate agent that's going to be real with you and tell you what your property is actually worth. Now, you might get started with using a platform like Zillow and get a Zestimate, but those platforms are typically off. They give you a percentage. If you go on their website, there is a space on the website where it'll tell you how much off those estimates are, but it is a good place to start just to give you a ballpark idea what your property can sell for. But it could be off, especially in the seller's market. When the market is hot, those evaluations can be very, very off. So let's get started with buyers. Buyers are very, very savvy now. There's so much information on the internet that you cannot fool buyers. One of the things that buyers pay a lot of attention to now is days on market. If your property is sitting on the market for too long, which is typically over 3 to 4 weeks, people will get to wondering what's wrong with your property. And you don't want that problem. The first 2 weeks of listing your property is going to be the most crucial. And what you need to understand about the market is that it is not determined by you. It's not determined by me, the real estate agent. It's not determined by your neighbor or what you put into it or what you pay for it. The market is determined by what a buyer is willing to pay for your property. And if you're pricing it too high, you're probably missing out on a large percentage of the buyers if it's priced too high. So you want to make sure you are strategic and pricing the property correctly. Now, if you're hiring a real estate agent, they're going to pull comps. You want to review those comps and compare your property to those comps. Now, if you're selling a condo, it's pretty easy to compare because a lot of the layouts are the same. It's just the finishings are different. And, the higher the floor, the higher the price. But what you need to do is just, look at those listings that have sold in the last 3 to 6 months. And even if you have properties that are similar to your layout in the same building or in other buildings, take a look at those listings and just compare it. If you have a better building than the next, you want to take that into consideration. If you put some money into the kitchen or the bathroom, those are the two most important things. You can take that into consideration. And another thing that you want to do is to make sure when you are listing that you list your property and you prepare it correctly as well. And that's going to be in another video, but you want to make sure you make the proper renovations, that you paint, that you clean, that you stage, so on and so forth. So with that being said, take those comps and price your property either at market, but my recommendation is under market. The reason why you want to price your property under market is because you typically are going to get multiple offers, which allows you to pick and choose who you want to sell to. And it also drives the prices up, or your price up, in a bidding war. Now, that doesn't happen all the time, but that typically happens when you price your property under market value. Now, I'm not saying price it well below market value. You want to see what the comps are, that average, and price it just below. The ways that you can tell if your property is overpriced is, again, just look at what's going on with your listing. If you go 1, 2, 3 weeks and you get, 2 showing requests every week and no offers, you need to do a price adjustment. If you price correctly, you're going to get at least, a good amount of showings. Overpriced listings see less buyers. So you don't want to see less buyers, right? You want to make sure most of the buyers see your property. If the market is saying your property is worth $500,000, and that's what buyers are seeing. They're seeing that if I want this type of condo, it's going to be priced at $500,000, or let's just say $450,000 to $500,000. And if your property is priced at $650,000, it's not going to get seen by those people because it's way overpriced. And if you're pricing it up in a different range, and then let's just say you price it at $650,000, and condos that are priced at $650,000 are priced or being sold in that range and they're way better, then your property looks out of place. So you got to take these things in consideration. Listen to your real estate agent if they're showing you good comps, and just be more realistic about your pricing. You do not want to have your property sitting on the market for months or even years. It's just, you're wasting time, you're losing money, and it's just going to get worse. You're going to be chasing the market down. You want to price, and unless you aren't pressed to sell it, if you're not really looking to sell ASAP, I say take it off the market. But if you want to just keep it on there, then it's up to you. But if the market is going downwards, you're just going to be chasing it down, and that's not productive for you or anyone. So that's just my take on pricing a condo in Miami. If you like this video, again, please like and subscribe, share any comments, share feedback, and I will see you guys in the next video.